Hello everyone and welcome to my demo video of HandsMen Thread, evaluating the art of sophistication in man fashion. It is the project of Smart Bridge by Salesforce that I have built in Salesforce CRM project, a platform meticulously created to evaluate the art of sophistication in a man fashion. And our main objective behind the system was to streamline bespoke the tailoring workflow, enhancing the customer experience through a personalized styling and optimizing order and inventory management with automation. This project leverages key of services and functionality, the custom object, the record trigger flow, schedule flow, and the email alerts and Apex trigger. In this video, we will walk you through the entire system functionality to give a clear picture how this CRM is tailored for modern fashion brands and businesses. Let's begin the app launcher. It is the clear interface that you have seen in the top right section. We can see that the app launcher, and in this app launcher, we can also search our HandsMen thread. So here it should be reflected in a listed item. So here in this way, you can also access our HandsMen thread app. So here the interface should look like that. And here we some created a custom application including the HandsMen customer. The HandsMen customer is used for the storing and customer related data. And second one is the HandsMen order to managing all the orders. And next one is HandsMen product that I built in this project is used for housing our full products catalogs with SKU price and stock details. And next one is the inventory is crucial for the managing and tracking the real-time stock level. And next one is the marketing campaigns. It will use for the promotional strategy. In this project, some Salesforce object like a reporting, dashboard, accounting, and contact that should be used for the further business contexts and the insights that we provided. Now let's look toward the data entry and the validation rules how should work in this project. And taking the example from the HandsMen customer, and some of the record are earlier present, and we clicking any random record like taking a John Snow record, and the rule validation is applied here in an email related field. How it will work, we will perform you to you the demo. Like in this email field, if we will not mention @gmail.com, then it will show the error. Like we take John Snow at x y z y z, and when we .com, and then when we save it, then it will hit the validation rule, Gmail validation rule, that it will hit to validate a correct email field by the customer. So we will make the correct email like @gmail gmail.com. Then it will show no error and our record will save successfully. This record has saved earlier. That's why it will not showing here the record saved successfully. Otherwise, it will show the record saved successfully. And next we will move toward the HandsMen order. And here the validation rules should apply on any data. We can take a look example through that. You can understand clearly. Here the some 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 fields are present here, like a HandsMen order number. It will the SKU and unique value of order number that was generated here. And next one, HandsMen product. What product should be take, like here in this case, Modi has taking the shirt and tops, and he is the HandsMen customer, and his status is confirmed. And the main validation rule should apply here only, because when the order should be confirm, insist confirm, rather than the two field like a pending and rejection. And in the confirm field, only the email should be triggered in the customer email ID that should be present here. In this, we are using our email ID to check the mail should receive or not receive. And this record has created earlier when the app is tested. So our email, we can see that look like the spam folder maybe or promotion. So we look how the email should look like. Here, when the order should be confirmed, then the email look like that. Here, Modi and your order number, and thanks for shopping. This kind of email we have built in this app, and it will show by us. Moving toward the HandsMen product. HandsMen product are the things that we have sell here, and we can also adding a new HandsMen thread through this data field like a HandsMen product name and SKU, unique number, price, quality, and stock product. We are taking a some product are already mentioned here, like taking a shirt and tops, and here the validation rule should work in a such a way that if the stock quantity should be less than five, then it should be a trigger in our email. So we are saving here less than five value, like taking a two, and the email should be appear in our mail address. Here we can see that this kind of email should be provided to us, and this is the HTML email that we have created in the email field. And another one that we have shown earlier, that was the HTML email, HTML text email, and the next one is the text only. These kinds of email are shown. We can add a new inventory by adding a new button. Then we selecting the HandsMen product. Here the list of the product are shown from the HandsMen product, because we are created a relationship between them, and we taking like a cargo pants. Then selecting the stock quantity. Now we are taking the stock quantity 15, and selecting the warehouse and the stock quantity and HandsMen product, and we are clicking the save. Here we can see that the inventory has been created, and it will be saved with the stock quantity 15. And now let's look toward a HandsMen product. Here the some listed product are present like cargo pants, and here we are created the cargo pants earlier, and we are showing you to the fields which are mentioned here: HandsMen product name and SKU. It is the unique value of the product. And next one is the price. We are selecting random price and stock quantity. The stock quantity should be the available quantity of the product should be reflected here, and this stock quantity is directly related to the inventory stock. It should be reduces when the stock should reduces of the related product. And next one is the HandsMen orders. Here we now let's look toward how the email process should work in this CRM solution. Now we are clicking the 0071 product detail, HandsMen order product details. And here you can see that product HandsMen product top and t-shirt, and HandsMen customer Modi has ordered it, and status should be showing a confirm, and the email should only trigger when the status should be a confirm, and total quantity here selected as 15, and total amount is 20. And all these order confirmation mail should be reflected on this email ID that are present in here as the customer email ID present in it. But now here we taking our email ID to check the mail should reflected or not. Now let's look towards this the flow that we have implemented through a HandsMen order. When it alert is triggered when the HandsMen order is equal to a confirm. Status should be a confirm. It is a mandatory field in it, and at that time the order confirmation mail should be reflected on the customer email ID. And let's check the our HandsMen order should be in a confirmed status, and it should be reflected in our mail. In the dear W Modi, your order is 0027 has been confirmed, and thank you for shopping. Best regard for the safety. Now looking toward the low stock alert when it we should trigger. Let's be taking example of top and t-shirt, and here we check that we are applying a such and we are applying a email trigger condition that the stock quantity should be less than 5, and here we can see that the stock quantity is less than 5. It will be a 2. Then the flow should be look like when the inventory of our product, like a pant, shirt, t-shirt, any product, that stock quantity is less than 5, then our alert email should be a trigger to the store manager or a record keeper. You can check that the low stock alert should be reflected on our mail. The dear inventory manager, your product name, the t-shirt and top current stock is 2. So this kind of mail should be reflected in the inventory manager, or a related email ID. Next flow that we have made related to the loyalty program, and this kind of flow we can see that the flow should trigger when the flow should trigger in the starting from 21 July, and the timing date was 12 a.m. that we made. That time we have said these are the decisions that have taken, like for a gold membership, the total program that the total purchasing should be greater than 1,000, and then the mail should be okay. And for the bronze, selecting the condition that the total purchasing should less than or equal to 500, and the silver for a silver member, that the order should be less than 500, then the silver membership mail should reflect in our email. Now let's check the which member having the which type of royalty program. Here we see that the Public Modi is the royalty status showing the bronze, and the email should trigger on their mail on the 1 p.m. at night. And let's check this kind of mail should reflected in the Public Modi email that congratulations, you are now the bronze member and you're eligible for the royalty program. This kind of mail should reflect to the customer toward the how the order trigger that we have implemented through a code that should look like that, and how it will be work when the order should when the order of the total number of purchasing quantity into the price rate that should multiply, and the order should be or total order should be updated in a HandsMen custom field. Let's check how the total order flow should be working in our app. Selecting the product, like we're taking a cargo pant, and here we are selected that the order 003 cargo pant stock should be 15, and stock should be available, and warehouse we are mentioned to Gopal 0057. And let's check the HandsMen product, like cargo pant, the price and the stock should be mentioned or not. Here the price should be a 4, the stock quantity should be a 2. We're checking the HandsMen order that we are selecting the now checking the however the order trigger should work. Now we're taking the cargo pant and selecting the customer as a Jon Snow, and status should be a pending, and the quantity we are selecting the total number should be a 15, and we selecting the total quantity be 5, and amount should directly reflect to it, so we don't write here. That's why we're making the order trigger flow. Now we're saving it, save the record. The record has saved successfully, and we check that the total amount should directly reflected in it, and we're fixing the rate should be a 4, and a 4 into 5 should multiply, and then the total amount should be reflected here as our order, as the code that we have written through our order trigger. And now let's move toward the stock detection. This is the code that is sending a mail that trigger when the order should be a less than 5. This is a stock detection trigger. It will trigger when the stock should be a less than 5 in our warehousing. Then this code should be implemented, and kind of a trigger class that we have created. The stock detection trigger. This is another trigger class that we have made to check that the product of the HandsMen and the inventory should be updated or not. And this should work on the condition that we have made, that if the order should be confirmed, then only the inventory HandsMen product should be the inventory should be updated. Otherwise, it should not update it. Let's check the practical implementation in our app of this. We check the cargo pant that taken by Jon Snow, and the status is pending, and the status is pending. This, so we check that the no inventory should reflect it as changes in their stock available stock quantity. Here the 55 only are showing here, but when we changing the status should from pending to a confirm, then the stock should be a trigger, and the condition should be a trigger, and the inventory should be updated, and it should reduce it by a 15 than the earlier value that we have said. Here we can check that our stock quantity should be reduced. As earlier it is a 45, and now it will be a 30. It should reduce it by a 50. That's the code should we have created the schedule stock trigger based on the code that we are implemented through Apex class, and the name of the Apex class is the inventory batch job. This inventory batch job is work on the stock quantity should be less than 10, and should implemented by a 15 each stock quantity, and this should be working every night or a week or a day. This should be very useful for the restocking the logic of our product, and updating the inventories in the app, so that we can take order in each and every time. Be less than 10 or a 5, then it should be a trigger, and it should be updated in every night or a week. And these are basically used for the restocking our product in the app, so that the customer should shop our product without any facing any difficulty of a low stock alert and any another kind of difficulty they are face. Low stock alert and another kind of, basically it make the smooth flow of the order and confirmation to a product and through our app. This dashboard providing a product wise sales over a time, inventory usage, trend, customer loyalty, and distribution campaign performance. And this site help for making a data drive decision for a future decision making and operation. To summarize I have designed all the developed this HandsMen Thread CRM to streamline the tailoring operation, optimizing and inventory, all the evaluating the customer services, leverages key of the Salesforce feature flow, validation and rules, triggers and email alerts. The automation should be included in it and ensuring the all the operation should be performed on a real time scenario and using the and make sure that the user experience throughout the automation should be better for their shopping and thoroughly tested and align every feature through a business's goal. Thank you for watching this demo video. I hope it will give you a clear understanding of how the Salesforce can be used to create the powerful dynamic business solution in the fashion industry.